Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel. I'm Bill, and today we're going to be going over using inline styling with conditionals in React. If you don't want to listen to me talk, the link to my GitHub and a demo are in the description below. So we're going to be combining React's conditional rendering with inline styles and some tricks. Conditional styling is when we style an element based on conditions or props. So let's get into it. First, we're going to go over how to use inline styles in React. So we'll go to the element we want to style, which is this h1, and we'll add style equals 2 curly brackets, and then color, and the value is going to be red, and the value is going to be in quotations, unlike regular CSS. So our color is red, as you can see. Hey YouTube is red. And if we want to add more to the inline style, we can do comma, and then we can do something like font size. Now notice how font size is camel cased and not hyphenated. We do camel case, font size, quotations, and we could do, I don't know, 69 pixels. Now, okay, YouTube is gigantic and red. But what if we want to style it conditionally? Well, I'll show you how to do it conditional styling right now. Quite simple. What we're going to do is we're going to add state. So we'll import use state from React. And we'll do const hungry. I'm going to use state, and our hungry state right now is true. So pretty simple. If we're hungry, so we're going to add the conditional to our style. So color equals hungry. So if we're hungry, question mark, the color is red. Else, we do an empty string because we need another value over here. So we hit save, and hey YouTube is now red. And if you see here, if we set the state to false, spell it correctly, false, and now our text is back to black. So that's conditional styling in a nutshell, but we'll go a little deeper. So we'll get rid of this style, we'll get rid of this state, and what I've done is I have another file that exports some data for us. So it's just a JS file that exports some data, and our data is some bills. So we have a type of bill, we have the amount, and we have the status. So we're going to go ahead and import this into our app. Import data, and we're just going to map it in our return here. So data.map, and we'll do bill and key, arrow function, and we'll return. In the return, we're going to make a div, so we're going to display all of our data here. So we'll do dot my bill container. We're going to add key to the div so we don't get a warning. And then we'll do h2. So we'll do curly brackets bill, and a bill has a type. So we'll do bill type. We're going to copy and paste. So a bill has an amount, and a bill has a status. We'll add some text here so we can figure out which one's which. Amount. All right. We'll hit save, and it's all jumbled up. So we're just going to add some CSS real quick. And we'll go to our app.css, do my.bill container. And in the my bill container, we're going to go max width. We'll say 400 pixels. Do a margin 16 pixels auto with let's add a border. 2 pixels, solid, and black. All right. So now it's all styled up a little bit. Everything's centered. Looks nice and pretty. We'll go back to our app.js. And, well, we want to figure out which bill is overdue. We have a status, and we have a status overdue. So we can come here to the div, we'll add style equals, and we can do background. So we'll do background, and then we'll add our conditional statement here. So bill.status, we're going to go off the page a little bit here. Question mark. Oh, bill.status equals, sorry, overdue. What? Question mark. Then our color is going to be light coral. Else, or do a empty string here. So background, bill.status is overdue. Then we'll do light coral. Otherwise, nothing. So hit save. And now our overdue bills are have a background of red. But we can keep going. So we can get rid of this empty string. And we'll add another if statement. So we do bill.status equals paid, question mark. Then we'll do light green. Otherwise, another empty string. So we're off the page a little bit. It's getting a little sloppy. We're going to hit save. And if our status is green, if our status is paid, then our background is green. So we're getting a little sloppy. It just keeps going. We could indent it and, you know, break it up a little bit, but it's still going to look a little sloppy and confusing. So what we're going to do is we'll get rid of the style in here. We'll just have style equals some curly brackets. And actually what we should do is create a component. So we're just create a component down here real quick. My bill equals arrow function. And then my bill is going to return this div we have here. So we're going to copy and paste this div. Push it over. And my bill is going to need each bill pass to it. Go to my bill here, and then bill equals bill. And then we'll do key equals key, so we can give it the warning. So we're going to come down to our my bill component down here, and we're going to get rid of key so we don't get an error. And well, we just had a very long if statement in the style. So one thing we could do is add a function. So we'll do const handle status. And this is going to need to take in the status. Of course, we need to pass the prop to my bill component here. So we need to do add bill to the brackets up here. So our status. So if our status equals overdue, we can return the inline style. So we will return curly brackets, background, light coral. And then we can add this function to our style. So handle status, then handle status in the parameters. We're going to add bill status. So we'll hit save, and our overdue bills are red again. We can add an else if status equals paid. We're going to return background of light green. And hit save, and we're back to where we were. So this is a way of cleaning it up. There's a bunch of ways we could do it. One more way I'll show you real quick is we can actually add it to the class. So we can take the class, put it in curly brackets, and we can put, instead of using quotations, we could use these backticks, and we'll put a space here. And in the space, we're going to put some JavaScript, and the JavaScript will add a handle type. So we need to make a function here. So const handle type equals another arrow function. And let's see. So if the type equals water, we can return a string. So we could return water. And in the function here, we'll add a bill dot type. So what this will do is it'll add the class of water. Oh, I forgot to put the parameter up here. So this will add a class of water to our water bill, and I'll show you just that because we're going to go to our app.css and add a class of water. And if a element has a class of water, the color of the font is going to be blue. Hit save. And nothing happened because, so that's not going to work because we put it in quotes when we're not supposed to. So now the color of our font in the water bills is blue. So that's another way you could do it. If you want to style elements conditionally, there's many ways. You could use Tailwind, you could use whatever framework or pattern you want to use. It's really up to you and how efficient and clean you can make it. So that's going to be it for my video. I appreciate everyone stopping by. Thanks for watching. I hope I helped you out, and have a good one.